What's going on? Welcome to another edition of Hustlers Kung Fu Live, where what we'll be talking about this evening is the coming crash, why it's going to be ugly, and the sad state of the stimulus checks. It is one of the craziest things that I've ever seen. Also, let me get into a little something new, a little different, a little different. Tonight's show was brought to you by the Financial Self Defense School. Welcome to your new money life. That's the Financial Self Defense School.com. So we've got some new stuff going on here. And one of the offerings that I am building out is Ultimate Money. If there's not a link under the video, there will be once this is over. And this is the beta pricing because let me tell you what I got going on. And this is awesome. This is awesome. I'm really excited because I did. So this is what's done. Money philosophy, the money mindset, thinking about money as a tool, getting to know your money, truth or dare, what are your numbers, the beauties of a long-term emergency fund, why short-term funds are lifesavers, the family operating account, and yes, the 5 checking account blueprint, the lifelong money management tool. This is different, and it's a bigger extension of the, let me go ahead and show you. It's a bigger extension of the money management course, which if you took the money management course, I sent you a coupon where you can get it off. So you're not paying like a lot of money to get both courses when some of the information is going to be repetitive and a lot of it's brand new. So this is what's going on. We got a lot, and I'll be adding more content, more training to this course this week. So you can go to the Financial Self Defense School.com and pick it up if you so desire. All right. So I need to do a little housekeeping real quick because we're going to talk about the economy. There we go. I was wondering where it went. So we're going to talk about the economy and what's going on with that, because this is something. I did a little numbers crunching, and it was a little crazy, you know? It was a little bit crazy when I got into the number crunching, because I've got my numbers here. So the CARES Act was passed March 27th. So April, May, June, people got an additional $600 per week, which is an additional $2,600 per month, plus $1,300 so far for the month of June, since we're 2 weeks into June, plus a $1,200 stimulus check. Now, this is where some households are. Some households at the moment are between $15,600 up to $18,000. $18,000. And this is what's been keeping the economy afloat. And right now, I'm just sitting here and I'm looking like, whoa, this is why, you see these people at TJ Maxx, Target. This is the money they're spending. Because what do we know? We already know that a large percentage of America makes less than $33,000 a year. So let's just go ahead and add this up. So they're getting the 2,600 plus 1,200 to 4,000 depending upon the state. So let's just go with the 3,800 that the people in the poorest states are getting. So 10 times 38 is 38,000 plus 7,600. So right now, the people, the lowest paid people are on a pace for $45,000 per year. 45, which is $12,000 more than they normally would make, which is like a G per month differential. I want you to understand, like, because I've been thinking about this all day. Because I started to get into the numbers. I looked at when the CARES Act was passed, and we may have a civil war when they try to take these benefits from these people. They've been receiving them because the CARES Act passed March 27th. So they've been receiving this since April, May, June, first 2 weeks of July. 4 months is a long time to be collecting money. 4 months is a long time. And then, let's see, once we get the additional 1,200 for June, or maybe an additional 600, we'll just say 1,200 for record keeping's sake. That's going to put them at 16,008. And it's going to put the people in the higher paid states at 19,200. I want you to understand what is going on. Luxuries, once tasted, become necessities. This is going to be cataclysmic. When, because it ain't a matter if they're going to cut the $600 benefit. I think they're going to go to maybe 300. Which means they'll be losing 1,200 a month, or per year 14K. 14K. So this is where people have been getting this money. This is where they've been Netflixing and chilling. And it is going to be ferociously ugly come August. And, you know, we're going to see, because right now there's all these leaking news reports that the Republicans and the GOP Senate and the House Democrats have come to some kind of agreement, and they're going to get it signed and pushed through before they go back on vacation for over a month. But I was just looking at these numbers. Do you understand? During this 4-month period, we have Americans who've never made this kind of money in their life. I want you to think about that. They have never made this kind of money in their life. They going ham. This is why there were so many protesters out there protesting in their Birkenstocks out in the streets, because they had money. I was like, good Lord, because, you know, for me, I'm sitting here, but for someone who is not used to making this kind of money, this is significant. You know, so the poorest people, when it's all said and done, are going to get 16,800, and the wealthier states, they're going to get almost $20,000 a year. I mean, 20,000. This is crazy. So this is what's been supporting stuff. This is what's been keeping things afloat. And it's going to get very, very bad. It is going to be very, very bad. Because if they don't come up with another stimulus support system to replace this one, like right now, I've already shown y'all pictures of businesses closing with the stimulus, with all of this stimulus money. And we're talking, because a video I did the other day, they're spending $18 billion a week on this program. $18 billion per week. How long is this going to keep going on? And this is like the perfect recipe of bad events. First of all, we have the economic boost, unemployment boost ending. We have the eviction moratoriums ending. We have many programs ending. We have PP, these government loans running out of money. So this is going to create this perfect storm of, I'm just here to tell y'all, without this additional $600, because essentially what are these people doing? Who are we talking about? We're talking about the lower economic class. They're spending this money. They're not saving it. They spending it on OnlyFans, Netflix, DoorDash. They're not saving this money. They're not investing this money. They're spending this money. And this is why some people, it's like, I already see signs of a V-shaped recovery where I'm at. We got this ice cream store. We ain't even open, and they already lined up to spend that stimulus money. Man. They don't have no money. They're not really making any money. They're not doing anything. And once all of this stimulus stuff stops, because this is one of the things that the Democrats have sold. It's like, we need more stimulus. And Jerome Powell has sold, we need more stimulus. Because, I want you to think, this game where you playing musical chairs, and what they do is they take one chair, and then the person who can't find the chair, he's out the game. What if there were no chairs? What if there were no chairs in this musical game? None. That's where we're headed. And then we go into August with the kids supposed to go back to school. These people will be tapped out. I was in Target the other day getting some essential items, and I noticed that the back to school sections were thin. They were razor thin. Target has not stocked up on it, because normally this time of year you would see children's clothing, you would see backpacks, you would see school supplies overflowing the aisles. I didn't see any of that. So they know something's up. They know something is up. And this is crazy what people are going to see and feel. Because if they let this game of musical chairs, if they let the music stop and they take all the chairs away, there could literally be blood in the streets. Because, like I said, when this whole thing started, my position was I wasn't going to go for government loans. I wasn't going to go for the PPP. I wasn't going to mess with any of that. I was just going to work on my business and let it be. So I didn't really keep up to date or read these bills, because they really didn't apply to what I was doing and what I was putting out there. But now I'm reading into the bills. It's going to be July 31st before you know it. And I have a feeling that these jokers in Congress are going to keep doing what they're doing. I just have a feeling. I have a feeling that it's not going to get better. And we're going to run into, because I want you to think, once they readjust the economic boost, the pandemic unemployment assistance, the PUA, Good Lord, PUA, pickup artist. It's kind of funny. Any reduction in that $600 amount is going to be reflected in a downturn in the economy. Why? Because these people are spending that money. They will have less money to spend. They will not be able to stimulate the economy. I mean, and let's just talk about this. Let's go ahead and do some more math. If this was to go on for another 4 months, let's just go ahead. 8 months. So that would be 33,600. And for the well-heeled people, that would be 38,400. 8 months. If this was to go on another 8 months, these people would get addicted to this, and it would be hell. It would be ugly. You know, like you got a little baby, and your baby's like loves the pacifier, and you try to take the pacifier away, and they know it's gonna be that times 1,000. So we are in a very tricky situation here because you have given people more money than they've earned in their life. And they've been on this 4 months and counting. You know they got comfortable with it. It only takes 30 days to build a new habit. They got comfortable with it. They're enjoying this. And this is one of the reasons that all of these chicks are going to, like OnlyFans has been insane. You got chicks who've put up OnlyFans pages who've been making $30,000 and $40,000 a month. These chicks never made more than minimum wage. So right now you have a whole bunch of people who are getting more money than they used to ever make in their life. And in a matter of weeks, that's about to stop. Why is it going to stop? Like these corporate companies that are starting to hurt because their customers are disappearing. It is one of the craziest things I have ever seen. So, what's up, people? I'm talking about a major crash of the economy. Thank you, Steve. Prince Diamond, the Fed's been doing double monkey backflips all over the stock market. Yes, stocks are up. This is artificially supported. Disney stock is up. And Disney's parks were closed for 4 months. And Disney's theme parks were 60% of their revenue source. And their stocks was up. And they were losing 6% of their revenue. That don't make no sense. It's going to be ugly. God, this soft white underbelly is no joke. You see that joint about Sharp the pimp? He's very charismatic. Engineer appliance repair. There needs to be a course on hiring virtual assistants. Phone always ringing these days. One of the big issues, because I got some VAs and I got some people in the Philippines, is when we're asleep, that's when they're up. So that could be a problem for answering your phone. I just checked my 401k yesterday in a healthy conversation with a representative. She gave me informative insight regarding the CARES Act. Yeah, because I need to really sit down and read that because there's a lot of stuff in there I did not know. Trump saw people acting a fool on the internet, so y'all need to go back to work. Yeah, it might be 250, 250, 300. I know it's kind of crazy that they're even thinking about going on vacation. The name is Trump's been balling for a long time. Steve Blunt, they made sure I was working more than 60 hours a week. Hey, and free money to sit on their ass and do nothing all day. That's been a problem. Easy people, I addressed that. I said the second march would be about the money. I didn't say anything. And also, one of the reasons they were able to march was they had the money. I mean, you about to be evicted, you have no food. You ain't gonna be out there marching. You ain't gonna be marching. This was one of the reasons that there were so many people out there marching is because they were getting money from the government. Engineer appliance, I don't think it will. Ava Arterton, thanks for the $5 super chat. I've been a lurker about your courses on female art of holding was benefited me and my family. Savage Finance, awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Ava. Hey man, Steve Blunt, you don't have to set up an offshore corporation. You need to just set you a business up. Engineer appliance repair, I agree. They don't really care about paying off national debt. Just Jay Gamble. See, this is one of the reasons that I created Ultimate Money because many people mismanage their money. And this is like the people who need to be saving the most are the people who are spending the most. They're out there buying sofas, big screen televisions, and they don't even know if they're going, because of this promise of money. 9 days to that 600 stops. Let's see. It just jumped on me. Question, EV Esting. I have 6 months of emergency money secured in the bank. Good for you. You should have 10% of your long-term emergency fund in cash in the freezers. Lance Brown, thanks for the $5 super chat. Glendon, in some states you can't evict people in the winter. I did not know that. I think I think you're right. You're talking about New York and New Jersey. Steve Blunt, I've heard possibly. Yeah, I've heard that too. Faith works in love. I agree. I mean, people will be back in the streets and it won't be over George Floyd. Yes, everybody's about that free money. Steve, no, I did not have a course about setting an offshore corporation. Nope. Yeah, this is going to be interesting because August is going to be a very interesting month because if they do not work out some stimulus bill, then there's going to be people who are immediately going to lose $2,600, and that's going to be cataclysmic. Oh, I know about the money GPS where you've come for the truth. OnlyFans, liquor stores, and the woodmen are undefeated in any economy. Investors argue that holding cash is disadvantaged because of how it loses value. What do you think? This is something that I'm addressing in Ultimate Money because I'm a person that believes in having cash in the bank. And if you leave cash in the bank for many years, decades, yes, you will lose buying power. You would lose on average 2% a year. So if you left $100,000 in the bank for about 20 years, it would take 20 years before you will lose a lot of your spending power. 20 years. Save your money, people. Put it in the bank. And one of the things I'm going to do with Ultimate Money is teach you, once you get your accounts funded, where to stash that money. So this is going to be crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Well, that's all I got for you guys tonight. If there isn't a link for Ultimate Money now, there will be once this video goes live. So just come back and check it out. So that's all I got for you guys. Just something to think about. It's going to be crazy when the money runs out.